What's up, guys? This is Nathan from Vape This in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, and some of you guys might recognize me from inside the store. And if you do, what's up? Good to see you guys again, and thank you for tuning in. Right now, I'm actually going to be giving you guys my first YouTube tutorial, and this will actually be uploaded onto our website eventually soon. Hopefully, we'll get the website up pretty quick so you guys can just go immediately there and start watching and start, being able to know everything. So, for right now, I am actually going to give you guys my first YouTube tutorial over the Ego C Upgrade Dual Battery Kit. Alright, just had to take a quick hit off of that, my beast that's sitting over there. That'll be another video in and of itself. But with the Ego C dual battery kit, what you'll actually get is two batteries. You'll get the two tops, or what we call the Clearomizers. And you'll get the full charging system, which is the USB that actually plugs into the wall adapter. And you'll get this nice and pretty zip-up case, which are different colors that you can choose from. I think we have purple, blue, pink, different kinds of stuff, so it's pretty interchangeable. Okay, so basically to start off, I'm going to show you guys what the battery is like. This is an Ego battery, and if you guys have came into the store and you guys have actually bought the single version of this, which is the Pig-Sig kit, you guys will be getting one battery, and you will be getting one Clearomizer, and you'll be getting the USB plug-in, and it's pretty much the same exact thing of this, except it doesn't have the wire that comes out. It's just a straight plug-in. If you're actually sitting there thinking that you're watching the wrong video, you're not, so don't flip out. The only difference between the Ego battery and the Pig-Sig battery is that this one actually has threading on the bottom outside and on the top on the inside. The only difference between this and the Pig-Sig is the Pig-Sig actually has threading on the top on the outside. So with this battery, it's pretty simple. You just turn it on by, oh, it's actually on. Hold on. Okay, so with the battery, it's actually 5 clicks to turn it on and 5 clicks to turn it off. So it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll flash at you blue 3 times to indicate that it is on. And it'll light up white every time you want to go take a drag off of it. And you just click it 5 times to turn it back off, just like that. And what I mean when I say an Ego upgrade battery is pretty much what you're running at when it's lighting up white. Let me go ahead and turn it back on. What you're running at is 3.2 volts when it's lighting up white. When you want to go and change it, you click it 5 times to turn it off, and it'll flash at you blue times. That means it's off, it's not lighting up white. You can go ahead and hold down that button for 10 seconds, and it'll light up yellow. And what that basically means is that you're running now. You have to go and turn it back on. You have to do the 5 clicks, and it'll light up yellow every time you want to take a vape. When it lights up yellow, that just indicates that it's actually in 4.2 volts instead of 3.2. With the 4.2 volts, basically meaning the higher the volts, the more hit you're going to get. The more vapor you're going to get, the more throat hit you're going to get, and it's definitely more powerful. Okay, so to go back, actually, you want to click it off and make sure it's in the off setting, otherwise you won't be able to change it. And you hold it down for the 10 seconds again. And it'll light up blue to indicate that it's in the lower settings. So you go and hit the 5 clicks to turn it back on, and it'll light up white to indicate that it's on. And for the battery, all you have to do for the charging system is there's going to be a little light that's on here, and it'll actually light up green. What you'll do is go ahead and just plug it in just like this, and make sure that you're not going too tight. You basically just want to go about finger tight, maybe a little bit more than finger tight. What will happen is the light on the battery will flash at you 3 times to indicate that it's got a good connection. And the red light indicates that it's charging. When you don't have the battery in there, it'll be a green light. And when you have the battery on and it's charging, it'll be a red light. After about 3 or 4 hours, kind of depending on how big the battery is, the red light will change to a green light, indicating that it is fully charged. With these things, they are pretty advanced, so they will not overcharge your battery. Once it is done charging, it will actually stop charging it when the green light is lit. And basically with the wall charger, you can just go ahead and there's got the little USB port in there. You can just go ahead and plug it in just like that. And it's pretty simple. Let me go ahead and switch over to the Clearomizer. So this is the Clearomizer. This is basically what you will get in the kit. Right now I'm actually just using the clear and the chrome just because they're pretty easy to see, especially for, you know, the tutorial purposes. What you'll be getting is, most likely you might be getting a disposable Clearomizer, which pretty much means after about 2 or 3 weeks you'll start getting kind of a burnt taste. Your flavor might taste a little bit different, might taste a little bit weird, and mainly you will be getting a burnt taste every time you take a vape. What that indicates actually is that you basically need a new coil. And basically, this one actually is wet right now. You won't be getting the wet ones. If you do, send it back. What I have right now is a wet one because I did have liquid inside of the Clearomizer. Just for all intensive purposes, I went ahead and poured the liquid out so I could show you guys exactly what to do. Whenever you start getting that burnt taste in your Clearomizer, you just want to go ahead and take the coil that's off of the top of this part and unscrew it, and that is your coil. This is the only thing that you have to replace on the rebuildable ones. The disposable ones, after about 2 or 3 weeks, all you have to do is just go ahead and throw it away. You can come back into the store and, you know, we can suggest at that point to get a rebuildable one, or if you want to keep going with the disposable ones, we will be more than happy to sell that to you too. With the rebuildable ones, the only part that you do have to replace is the coil. So you just go ahead and when you get the new coil, I'm dropping stuff now, all up in the case. Yeah, so when you get the new coil, you just go ahead and screw the top down back on just like that. Make sure it's nice and snug, and go ahead and throw the top part back on just like this. And you go ahead and you might have to slide it just a tiny bit and then go ahead and screw it down onto the braided end. And you're pretty much set to go. Make sure it's nice and snug, and you'll be good to go with that part. It is kind of wet, so sorry if I'm having to sit here kind of wipe my hands a little bit. The mouthpiece itself is actually just a tiny thread, so you just have to unscrew it just a little bit and you'll see it kind of popped out just a tiny bit without even me having to. So after you just get done screwing it, just pull the rest of it out, and that is where you'll be filling up your liquid.